everyone. Today we're going to talk about time and patience. Oh, excuse me.
I want to do it!
Hello? Yeah, no, I can't talk right now. I'm doing a show right now. No, I'll call you later. Okay, bye. Adora!
Did you go to the bathroom today?
What?
What are you doing?
Oh, I'm just getting to know my patience.
No, Adora, not that kind of patience.
Okay, get out here. Sorry, guys.
Huh. Yeah, 3 hours wasted. And today.
Catch a walk. Take a hike. Eat lunch.
Thank you. I get to go have lunch.
What's this for?
Well, hello, little girl. It's so nice to see your cute little round face again. We're looking for some splendid people to help clean up the streets.
What'd you do with all the money I gave you last time?
I'm not asking for your money. What we're looking for is payment from the heart. All it requires is a little patience.
Sorry, I'm not one of those guys. They aren't that way. Joining us today is Ella, my friend. It means like, I'm bored. I'm being patient because I'm waiting for you. Right?
I can't take it anymore. I want to go now.
Sleeping on the job. Right?
Great, and joining us now is my friend Gillian. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So today we're going to be talking about patience. Can you think of anything that happens in your relationship at home that contributes to helping patience grow?
That's interesting because it's kind of out for us right now in our house, where I'm starting to notice my mother kind of creep up in me where I'll go, oh, I remember this. Like, I remember being a child and feeling like my mom was just going to explode into a billion pieces, and over a little bit of time I've given her some signal words.
Oh, interesting.
Like some safe words that where she feels like, Mom, is this a tantrum? You know, where she feels that she has a little bit of control in a situation. with
That's
parent.
interesting too. I'm glad you brought that up because I was thinking the things that can make a child impatient can be very different than the things that would make an adult or a parent impatient.
That's a really good point, because if I forget that fact that you just stated about children having a different patience posture than adults have, which it has to be, their brains are so different, then I'm already ahead of my patience, and I start expecting, without thinking about it, a certain behavior pattern from her that is not doesn't align with her age group or her brain or any of that.
Maybe it's having that perspective of being both a child and a parent that can allow us to understand those different definitions and then in turn help our children. You were saying that sometimes you're allowing her to push you when you don't want to do things, and I was thinking how a lot of times as parents we tell our children to do things all the time that they don't want to do,
Right.
because that's the way we have to do it, or you have to go to school, that's the way it's done, and they're just thinking in their minds that, well, I just don't feel like it or want
It's
to.
the 5 more minutes syndrome. To them, 5 minutes is like really special.
Yeah.
Whereas, when you're a little bit more jaded and you've grown up a little bit, 5 minutes is like, what difference does it make? It's like the snooze button. You're like, oh, 5 minutes is, but when you're really tired, you're really glad for that 5
That's
minutes.
a good 5 minutes.
It's
yeah.
just, during the day when you're trying to get the stuff going and the laundry done and the thing on time and all of that 5 minutes is like, are you kidding me? You want 5 more minutes? And then I go, wait a minute. 5 minutes to them is an eternity when they're playing. They're like,
Yeah.
So.
Well, that's good. That's good that you have built that up with that relationship.
Yes, we work at it every day, though. Just let me, put that out there that
It's a process.
It's a process. I do go, okay, come on, you can do this.
That's awesome.
Patience means waiting for your mom to answer.
Be calm. To stay calm and think things through.
Mean when you're doing something and you don't get really frustrated and stuff.
Being accepting of other people.
Sit quietly and wait for something. It means you have to be patient, you have to wait mostly for a little bit. Patient means to control yourself and listen.
Joining us now, we have Cynthia Peck. Cynthia is the author of A Midnight Song. She's also published articles in Small Steps Parenting magazine. She's been a preschool teacher and parent of 2. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
So this book's really interesting. How did you come up with the story?
I was on vacation with my family in Hawaii, and we ran out of all the books to read, and my kids were having me make up stories, and this was their favorite. So I designed it for kind of a dual purpose. For my son, who was 9 turning 10, he really loved the story, and he would have been able to sit down and read it on his own. But for my daughter, I had where they had an illustration for every page of text that correlated. So a younger child, you can sit down with them, and as the parent's reading, they can follow along with the picture.
That's really nice. Yeah, and there's some really great pictures in here. Because I know sometimes when I'm reading some books with Adora, I don't know if Ella goes through this, but she likes reading, but then she's like, where's the one page with the picture on it, you know, and they can't wait to get to that page. So that's really nice. There's like a nice illustration on each page. So the theme of today's show is patience, and one thing that I had read about is that this book had help with memory retention skills.
Well, you know, today all of us, even adults, we have that instant gratification, and so when you're reading a longer story, especially for a smaller child, you know, you can't read the whole thing just in one sitting at night. When they start to lose focus, then you stop, you put it away, and you pick up the next day. Well, then before you pick up and start reading the next day, you can ask questions like for instance in the Midnight Song, oh, you know, do you remember what was Sam and his mother doing when they were on the beach and met Baruti? You know, just things to trigger and help them without telling them.
I was going to say, and sometimes that even helps my memory, because I have to remember what happened in order to ask the question. What happened?
It actually also has to kind of work on building patience, because then, you know, you don't get to find out everything all at once. You know, when we're older and we read longer stories as an adult, you have to, you know, you get into a good mystery or something, you have to wait.
Right.
Yeah, in fact, you start to savor it in a way. So, because I've noticed as an adult, I don't want a book to end.
And I was thinking about with patience and books that are longer, because you had mentioned when we had first talked that this book was not meant for just like a quick read. This was, you know,
Right.
more of like long-term read. And that kind of helps with patience, because the thing that, the reward with patience is sort of what you learn along the way, you know, and that you were kind of saying when you don't want it to end, but it's so enjoyable that it keeps it going. Whereas normally with patience, I sometimes think about it in relationship to being frustrated, like I have to be patient.
Yeah.
If you can learn to enjoy patience through the process, like through reading a really good book, then it becomes a good thing.
What's your favorite part of the book?
Here, they're on the cliff, and Kiki is wanting to know if she has the spirit, the ancient spirit of Yamaya in her, and Yamaya was able to play this magical flute, and the whales would come into the bay and they'd be up here on the cliff.
Who's your favorite character in the book?
Oh, wow, that's a good question. I have to say a character, he goes by the name of Baruti.
How many songs are in your book?
Songs? She basically plays the same one over again, and they call it the Midnight Song, but it's the lullaby of that the whales sing.
But how many times does she play it?
A lot.
So can you describe a little bit about the message in your book?
Oh, well, when I created the story, I really had a couple messages that I wanted to convey to my children, and part of it was I wanted them that where they were not above nor beneath anybody, to kind of eliminate that judgment and also to open their minds to people who are different, you know, and not to judge something that's different, but to accept people that are of other cultures, other beliefs, and we're learning to respect the differences.
So Midnight Song, Cynthia Peck, and you can order this mostly through Amazon.
Amazon, and then on my website, it's www.clpeckbooks.com.
Okay, www.clpeckbooks.com. And so check it out. I'm really looking forward to reading more of this with Adora. Thank you so much for joining us today. It was wonderful to have you.
Cynthia.
It's time for What's Inside the Box?
Well, hello there. I'm Jeremy Caballero, and this is What's in the Box? I've been thinking about that box, and there it is again. One lonely box, and 1, 2, 3 people, and our honorary guest, Adora. Do you have what it takes to guess what's in the box?
Jeremy, get back to your mark.
What's in the box?
An elephant.
An elephant. Interesting. Ella, what's in the box?
Jigglypuff, which is a pink creature.
I've never heard of those pink elusive creatures, but that will work for now. Gillian, do you know what's in the box?
Is it a cupcake?
Our cupcake, how delicious. Adora, do you know what's in the box?
Something not edible and air.
Something not edible and air. Well, that will do it for now. Tune in next week for What's in the Box?
Are we ever going to get to open the box? Hello everybody! Today I'm going to show you how we make homemade potato chips. So these kind of potato chips are 100% healthy and they taste great too. First, what you want to do is you want to slice the potatoes thinly with a kitchen slicer or mandolin. You can also use other root vegetables such as beets, sweet potatoes, and carrots. Then the next step is we coat them with some olive oil. Okay. Potatoes are not only a comfort food, but they're a great source of vitamin B6, potassium, vitamin C, and phytonutrients. You can sprinkle some sea salt, some dried herbs, and then you're going to place them onto a foiled cookie sheet. And I'm going to place this into a preheated oven at 425 degrees. There you have it, simple and nutritious homemade potato chips. All you need are potatoes, olive oil, sea salt, and your kitchen utensils.
Did someone say kitchen utensils?
Final thought for today's episode on patience is that patience is like a seed, and once it's planted, it takes a long time to grow, but at the end, the rewards are worth it.
Are the patients patient?
That's a good question.
Oh, kitchen utensils, you need a spoon and a fork to drink soup, to eat soup. Oh, kitchen utensils, you need a fork to drink juice. Wait, that's not right. You need a fork to spill juice. That's not right, but it could happen. Oh, kitchen utensils,